First time I read the script, I was actually in New York City making another movie. And Michael and I have the same agent. And so normally I don't like reading scripts while I'm making a movie because I'm so focused on what I'm doing. But he told me that Michael was going to be in town for a short period and if I'd be willing to take a quick look at the script. And I fell in love with the script, and I was kind of well connected in the bodybuilding world in LA in the early 90s. So I was very familiar with that world and those guys, and I thought, wow, to be able to kind of go back and play one of those guys would be really fun. He seems like, a pretty decent guy who's, working hard, but he's kind of in a rut. He's been in prison before, and he's inspired by Johnny Woo to go out there and make things happen and become a doer. And it's supposed to sit around waiting on his couch for something to happen. Just unfortunately, his method of doing is not a smart one. I don't think they really had a plan. I don't think they knew what they were doing. They just were kind of winging it. And, the situation dictated the next move. It was one of those things where it was just whatever the circumstances were, they were just going to deal with it and adapt at the time. And that's why when they then go after Griga, they feel like, okay, they've learned some things now, and they have a better, more efficient way of doing it, which is obviously not the case. We're not going heavy-handed when it comes to the violence and things like that. You don't want. For us, it's extremely important that you like these guys. You don't want to be rooting against us from the very beginning. They need to be, somewhat endearing and likable, and so it's just that kind of fine line, because I still want to try to play everything as real as possible. I think anytime you're going for humor, I think it comes in the absurdity of the situation in a much more organic way. So yeah, it was always just that fine line of playing it real, but also, making it fun and funny. Michael's trying to do something extremely different. That was a conversation that we had after I read the script, and but people will be really surprised at how funny he is and how good he is at comedy. Michael is probably the smartest director that I've ever worked with when it comes to every aspect of the movie and the production itself. And when it comes to everything technical about making movies, shooting, cameras, lights, lenses, everything. But he's also pretty damn sharp about what he's looking for in the moments with each different actor and the balance of the characters, and he has the whole movie in his head.